tour of the Builderall Business dashboard. I can access the dashboard by clicking here on Builderall Business and followed by Dashboard. And here I can see the most important information regarding my Builderall Business account. I can see the status of my account. I can see my primary affiliate link. I can see money that's pending, money available, money requested, as well as money paid. If I scroll a little bit down, I'll have access to two progress bars. The first one is your expected earnings when the leaders in your organization activate their accounts, of course, just for the Entrepreneur Challenge. And here, the bottom progress bar is the expected recurring earnings when all the entrepreneurs and clients inside your organization activate their accounts. If I scroll a little bit down, I can see here on the right-hand side all the connections I have. And I can see in green the active leads, in red all the inactive leads, as well as in yellow the test leads, okay? So whenever you see this blue button here right next to your lead's name, it's because they signed up as Builderall Business as well. Here on the left-hand side, we have a few buttons, and I'll go through each button individually. If I scroll a little bit down, I can see the total leads I have, both in my first tier as well as the second tier leads. And I can also see the amount of active leads I have and the amount of second tier active leads. I can see the conversions here as well as a percentage. And if I scroll a little bit down, I have a graph. So I can sort this graph by day, month, and year. And if I click here on this button, the graph on my left should populate, okay? And I can see here, if I click on year, I'll be able to see all the clicks that each individual link got and how many of those clicks actually converted and ended up registering for an account. If I scroll a little bit down, I can see the top affiliates today, for the week, and of all time. So now we're going to go over each one of these buttons, starting by the 1 Million Entrepreneur Challenge. The 1 Million Entrepreneur Challenge is a simple blueprint on how you can get $1,000 in recurring income by recruiting 5 leaders. So we have a few videos here going over exactly how this challenge works. And if I scroll down, I can see the leaders, the boxes for leaders' names, as well as access to Facebook group. And I have here a progress bar regarding my progress inside the first step, okay? So if I decide to go ahead and join the challenge, all I gotta do is complete the 5 steps towards my goal. And by the end of the challenge, I'll have $1,000 in recurring income, okay? Now we'll be taking a look at the training tab. The training tab walks you through the exact knowledge that you need to know in order to be successful as an affiliate for Builderall. It goes over the whole process from how it works all the way to how you can create content on platforms such as YouTube and Facebook. There's also a funnel here called the 90-day challenge. If for some reason you don't want to be a part of the 1 Million Entrepreneurs Challenge, you can do this one as well. And remember, you can access, as you build your lead list, you can access deeper levels of training with more in-depth information by clicking here on Builderall Business, then clicking here on Training. And then we have access now to Basic, but if I want to have access to Intermediate, all I got to do is click here. But it's not going to allow me because I need a certain number of leads. As you guys can see here, I need 3 leads in order to access the intermediate level of the training, okay? Now, we'll be taking a look at the Message Center. The Message Center is where you can communicate with all of your leads. We have here the contact methods, so I can choose to communicate with them through email, notifications, WhatsApp, SMS, and I can also set up automatic translation. On the right-hand side, I can choose what type of lead will receive the message I'm writing. So if I want my leads and tests, for example, to receive this message, I can just click here, write a message, and then as well as the subject, and then the URL if I want to, and the action button if I want to, and then I can just hit send, and every single one of those leads inside this category will receive the message, okay? We have a video covering the ins and outs of the Message Center, so if you have any doubts, that video covers everything you need to know in order to be successful using this tool. Next, we'll be taking a look at Quick Start. The Quick Start tab is a quick way you can learn how the Builderall Business opportunity works. If I scroll down here, I'll be able to see a message from the CEO, as well as the exact steps that I need to do in order to start promoting right away. So if you're looking for the most straightforward, simple to follow training, this is it. And we also have the trainings tab, as I showed you guys earlier, which covers in depth everything you need to do in order to be successful. So I would advise for anyone new to start here in quick training so you can get a feeling of how the platform works and how the opportunity works as well. and then you can move on to the training where you'll be able to get more in-depth information to generate more consistent sales. Now we'll be taking a look at the money-making funnels. So after you've learned everything you need to know about how to create content and how to promote the platform, you might be wondering how you create funnels to get traffic. So we have a tab called money-making funnels. Here, you can just scroll down and select a pre-built funnel, and then you can start promoting that funnel and get commissions from this funnel. It's as simple as that. I can also filter the language in which the funnels are displayed in. I can filter the category. So if I'm looking for niche funnels, for example, I have here funnels for beauty salons as well as fitness funnels. I have here the option of creating a redirect link. So if I click on redirect link and I enter my URL, I can get the share URL. And as you can see, this share URL here is the one that I would have to promote in order to get commissions, okay? I can also use a shorter URL. So once you have your domain connected, you can just put your URL here, click send, get the share URL or the shorter URL, and start promoting either one of them. I also have the option of shortening the URL here. So I can just insert the URL I already have, and then by clicking send, I'll be given a new one, shorter one, okay? Before I can set up redirect links and shorter URLs, I have to connect my domain. So I can do that by clicking here. I can include my domain here. And by following these instructions, I'll be able to get my domain connected, okay? After my domain is connected, I can click here on DNS propagation status to check whether or not my domain finished connecting. And I can set up customized emails as well once my domain is connected. Next, we'll be taking a look at the earnings tab. Here I can see all the information regarding money, all the money on hold, available, requested, and paid, as well as filter depending on invoice type, status, date, and so forth. I also have your information regarding everyone who's in my first tier and second tier. And I can click here on withdraw request if I want to withdraw that money. I have to fill out the tax forms before I can do this, and I'll be going over the tax forms soon. Back to the dashboard, now we'll be taking a look at the business community. The Builderall business community is a place where entrepreneurs share what they have best. They share knowledge, info products, classes, books, and so forth. Next, we'll be taking a look at the leads tab. The leads tab is a tab where you can see all the leads, and you can see the status of them here on the right as well. You can see where those leads came from, and so forth. Now we'll be taking a look at the lead tree. The lead tree is the fancy way where you can filter all the leads you have. So if I want all the leads I have to be displayed, I can just select them based on the type of lead. If I want all the leads I have to be hidden, I can just click here and they will all be hidden. If I want my test leads to be shown, for example, and I want the other two tabs to be hidden, I can just uncheck those two boxes and all the test leads I have will be shown here. Next, we'll be taking a look at the weekly webinar. We have a webinar for Builderall business owners, and it happens on a weekly basis. If you miss a webinar, you can always watch it here, and by clicking here on this arrow, I can also watch previous webinars. The webinars go through all the new important information regarding new updates of the platform, as well as new strategies or funnels that you can use in order to generate more results. Next, we'll be taking a look at the pixel configuration. So if you're looking for a place to paste your pixel code from Facebook in a way that allows you to track the conversion process of your funnel, you can always paste it here and then click save so that you'll be able to monitor everything that happens inside your funnels. Next, we'll be taking a look at the tax forms. So I have the option of filing tax forms here, which is a pivotal step, very, very important to fill this out before you withdraw any money, okay? If you live in the US, you should be filling out this form, but if you live anywhere else in the world, you can fill out these two forms, okay? Either one is fine, but you have to fill it out and then click send signature. Next, we'll be taking a look at the earnings calculator. The earnings calculator is a place where you can estimate how much money you would be able to make as a Builderall affiliate. So I can simulate here, let's say that I sell 15 licenses in a year, and all those 15 licenses work as affiliates, and each one makes 3 sales. I would be making $700 immediately just by selling the license, and then I would make $853 in monthly recurring income, okay? This is just a hypothetical scenario to show how the earnings calculator works. Finally, there's also a Builderall business app, which you can access by clicking here on these logos, depending on what operating system your phone has. And let's say that I have an iPhone, and if I click here, I'll be redirected to the App Store where I can see a overview of how the app works, okay? So this is all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.